Good morning, my fellow colonists. It has come to my attention that many of you wish to have your own Puritan haven, with beautiful landscapes to raise your family on. Now, after many years of bickering and arguing, we now have our own land where our grain can grow with none of the lowlifes of Massachusetts asking us to share. Thanks to Puritan Reverend Thomas Hooker, we were able to settle here in the great land of Connecticut. Thomas Hooker did more than just establish this great land colony for us. He set a standard for us to follow, a base for us to grow on, without limiting yourself to the lower standards of surrounding colonies. Today, you can find him at the Congregational Church delivering beautiful sermons and inspirational homilies.
This is horrible. What are you doing? You're messing up. You're not reading properly. Are you good?
Sure. It's really hot.
It is hot.
Can I do the shirt rip-off thing? Colin Kaepernick?
No.
Colin Kaepernick says. There was a time when we were dominated by an aristocratic fiend, but here in our Puritan colony, we know that no one person is better than the other. So now, everyone, including the small workers, can vote and hold office. We do not worry if you do not get into office. Every decision will be made with the people in mind. Because if it was not for people like you, our manual laborers, we would not have the booming economy that we have today. Shipbuilding and manufacturing has helped our economy so much, with fishing and shipping along the coast and timber production in the west have joined together to establish the thriving economy that we have today. Many believe we could not pull through without a charter, have been able to survive and excel while establishing a more democratic settlement. The political affairs of Connecticut are all in line, as well as the establishment of the Fundamental Orders of Connecticut in 1639, composed of a preamble and 11 orders, naming God's requirements for a good and orderly government, to order and dispose of people's affairs and the reasons for people to associate and enjoin themselves into a commonwealth, established to maintain and preserve the liberty and purity of the gospel of the Lord Jesus, as well as to formulate laws to guide civil affairs.
You don't want to bore the people around here. They're gonna want the newspaper reporters and the nearby residents to talk good about you. Like, I know you're trying here, but you're gonna want to actually think about the people around you. Okay, like Benjamin here. Get over here.
How you doing? Look, I've done this for many years, and the key thing you have to do is remember your audience. You have to make sure they're entertained, make sure they're interested in coming to your colony. Come, I'll show you around. What you gotta do is, you gotta show them the good things about Connecticut, such as the Connecticut River, how reliable a water source anyone could use for their farmland and livestock, how there's roads people can travel on, how life here is pleasant because of the people. What you gotta do is show them that they can survive here happily. Show them how there's education systems here, how the Puritan life depends on the school teacher, how... You have children?
Yes, 2.
Oh, 2, okay, that's great.
Bobby.
Well, here, if your village contains at least a minimum of 50 people, it is required for there to be a school teacher. And if you're lucky enough for your colony to have 100 people, then there's a whole building dedicated for just schooling. And if there's anything you remember from all the things I've told you, it's this. Always please your wife. When the director first called me over, I was in shock. I thought to myself, finally, this is my chance. This is my chance to ruin Connecticut's campaign and bring glory to Massachusetts again. For months I've lived among the people of Connecticut, trading with them, working with them, eating with them, and among that time I realized I am like them. Connecticut's my home. I spent days and weeks in denial, thinking Massachusetts was right for me all along, right for everyone. That a city colony like Connecticut should never thrive. But after listening to this campaign, I thought, I felt pity. They stated fact after fact, but they avoided how beautiful, how great it is to actually live here. So when they asked for my advice, I knew one thing. I had to let everyone know that colony of Connecticut is for everyone, and we should all realize that. My God, isn't Connecticut beautiful?